Welcome to the 5-Minute Fix. I'm your host, Ben Rader. The 5-Minute Fix is like speed dating for your insurance practice. The goal is to address objections, provide you with tips, tricks, and training, all in about 5 minutes that you can put in place today. The purpose of this video is relax, you're insured. And this will give you some information and some insight into how to deal with your prospects that either don't want to move on insurance because they don't see the value, or they have that age-old smokescreen, I've just got the money in the bank. Now, here's the deal. Regardless of how they respond, I like to hit them with the overall, what is insurance? Do you know what insurance is? All insurance is the transference of risk. Now, let's say you have a prospect and they don't see the value of life insurance. They just don't want to get it. They don't want to spend the money. They don't care, whatever it may be. And I say, listen, right now, you've got a risk. The risk is that when you die, someone will pay. And let me explain to you. You may think that no one will come forward, your kids don't talk to you, your cousins left, your friends, blah, 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 all that different stuff. At the end of the day, somebody, somewhere, somehow will come forward and need to pay for you. So right now, you have a choice. Currently, you've got the free version of insurance. That's why I say, hey, don't worry about it. You're insured. But you've got that free version, okay? You ever work the free version of anything? Did it ever work real well? Did it ever do what you really wanted it to do? So the free version of life insurance means you're actually transferring that risk to your friends, family, or anyone else who shows up, donates to the GoFundMe, comes to the spaghetti dinner in the church basement, whatever your family needs to do to raise the money. That is who the risk is currently being transferred to. Now, the trouble with that is they don't know that that risk is being transferred to them because that's not the business they're in. Do you know who's in that business? Insurance companies. So that's the paid version of insurance. That's the life insurance where you trade $30, $40, $50 a month, whatever's comfortable to you to solve whatever problem you may have. And you pay that money to the insurance company and you transfer that risk to them forever, guaranteed. That amount is in a lockbox and your family never has to worry about coming out of pocket. So that's what we do. We like to take a little bit of your money, transfer that risk to the insurance company so your family doesn't have to get hit with the 1-2 punch, which is grieving you and then becoming financially strapped trying to bury you, cremate you, or whatever your final wishes may be. Now, here's what happens. You got the money in the bank. That's awesome. Congratulations. Most people can't save $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in the bank. But let me explain something to you. You are now still taking that risk. Now, you may not have transferred it to your family, but you are bearing 100% of that risk. That would be like you saving up $200,000 in cash to then go buy a condo instead of putting a down payment and then making a monthly payment to a mortgage company to be able to have access to that condo and own it. Insurance is very, very similar, except it's like 0% financing, only better. Now, your prospects love that. They are used to financing stuff. They finance not just their cars, they finance their stereos, their TVs, their washers and dryers. So when you're speaking in those terms, that may click for them, and that's really important to understand. That if you've got the money in the bank, why would you want to take all that money just to move it to pay for your bills when you can take a little bit of that money and immediately have a full amount ready for you at the insurance company? The flip side of that is, what happens if you need a roof, if you need brakes, your grandson's in trouble, or the hot water heater goes? Is that money really only for final expenses? Because if it truly is, let's put it in a single premium policy. Let's actually do something worthwhile with it, right? Because we all know, especially with inflation, cash sitting in the bank is actually a liability. It's not even an asset right now. So it's really important when you get your clients and prospects in this position where, one, they don't see the value in it, make sure you let them know that they're insured. They're absolutely insured because somebody is coming to pay for them. It's just that person doesn't know it yet. Or number two, if they've got the money in the bank, then they're financially minded. Let them know that we've got options for them. Rather than them using all of their money, let them use a little bit of their money and a lot of the insurance company's money. So those are two easy ways to punch through both of those smoke screens and try to provide some value to your prospects who may not see insurance positively, because right now one is self-insured and one is free insured, and neither of those are good for them or their families long term. So I hope that made sense. I hope you got a little teeny tiny nugget off that. Quick video, quick facts, quick tips, tricks, and tools, and I will see you next time on the 5 Minute Fix.